How y'all doing? Um, for this one, I think I want to talk about the contented warrior. The contented warrior. I heard peaceful, I heard happy, and we all know what warrior is, or at least I believe we do. And I know we all have to be competitive at some point, and we're competitive with others in competition, but at some point the competition isn't with others, it becomes with yourself. But when I say contented or even with happy or peaceful, I mean, I like that. I think it's an inward peace when you're contented, but an outward peace too. So your demeanor is content, at ease, peace, come what may, or whatever. But internally, it matches, in that you have both done the work and put yourself in place to do that and have handled your business for your family and to know all the things that you need to know to do that. And I encourage you to study the laws and know what you should know about stuff and how business functions and things, and not just assume or go off hearsay, so you can put yourself in the best position possible. But, and it's even reaching back, and this is not my intention, to Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, um, to be like water. Um, because when you're like water, you conform to whatever state you may be in. If it's cold, if it's hot. If it's cold, you can freeze. If it's hot, you can evaporate. Otherwise, if it's stormy, the wind blowing, you're choppy, but then you're calm, but you're still the same element. Mm. Versus fire. Fire is good too. Um, Fire has different properties, fire, water. I'm thinking about wind. I'm thinking about, I don't know, I'm just thinking about Avatar stuff, but but I'm just thinking like, but to be a content warrior, and how could you put yourself in that place? And one thing I want to say, and I want to encourage you to do and to think about, is as I'm thinking, I'm researching for you to put yourself in a place to win, is to know and understand you shouldn't, as a business, depend on one business to for the stability of your company. So if that's the case, why would you not do that with anything else that you do? Because 20%, your business should not have more than 20% another business should not represent more than 20% of the income that your business receives. So if that is the case for a business, why would it not be the case for you as an individual or a sole proprietor? And I understand we have to work 9 to 5, we have to manage our hours and things like that. But why would that not be the case? And let me say this, and I'm gonna add this point in there too. This is not originally part of it, but as I'm doing more research, I'm thinking like people working 9 to 5, and you have this creators economy. Um, but then individuals, I've always heard this and knew this to be true. You can't maintain it on depending on one app, YouTube, IG, or whatever, because then you'll be predicated for you to be successful on that one app. That's why they constantly encourage you to be able to extract the people, the value off it. Now, I know YouTube has the communities and stuff on there, but I don't know. I would think about that, think about taking them off the app. How can you do that? Patreon, email list, Discord, all those things. That is setting and laying the foundation for your business to thrive. You just not be a content creator. You I don't know, the evolution is to and I think this I don't have a word for it, but it's the next level of whatever your business is, whatever if you're dealing with engineering, with hair, with content, podcasting, writing books, that the next evolution of that animal, that creature, that thing to be, I'm not saying you, but yourself is going to be will be different for each individual because each individual's gift and talent is different. So therefore, you would get a different animal. So, like if a liger, a tiger, and a lion merge or whatever, you get a liger or whatnot. And some species can do that, some species can't. But I heard there might be some difficulties within that species. But when we're talking about business, a lot of those things can exist, especially with the iteration of how things are changing and how we're implementing AI and different things at the particular juncture in time that we are right now. So, what is it that you have? What is it that you can do? What is it that you're pairing together as you're linking your talents, your skills, and your abilities together to create the next level of you, the next level. Um, so yes, and I'll close with this. I'm thinking about content warrior, be contented, a contented warrior, outside on your outside exterior and your internal person, and I guess you could say poise or confidence or whatever. Um, but I liken it to music, and I always thought this, but I think it's become more apparent. And maybe there's three, but right now I just can identify and recognize two. I feel like there's two songs playing for people. There's always two songs playing for people. There's an internal song that that person plays. I don't know if you could say it's their internal song they play forever within their mind, or just depending on how they are, where they're at. But I think there's an external song that's being played too. A person could be peaceful on the inside, but struggling or loud or boisterous on the outside, or vice versa, quiet, demure, demeanor on the outside, but boiling and stirring on the inside. And, but I just want you to be good on the inside and the outside as we become a whole person. And those are my thoughts on that regarding it. But I just wanted you to take this information and then do with it what you will. So yes. All right. I wish you well.